Hello and welcome to another episode of the Digital Electronic WorldPoint Report. In this episode, I'm going to be talking to you briefly about how to maintain reflexive muscles when, especially during the summer months, we don't always use all of our muscles because perhaps we don't exercise as much as we might other parts of the year. But it is important, especially during the warm parts of the year, to utilize creative methodologies for therapeutics. Now, what are some of my unusual methodologies that I've learned over the years? Because we don't always have access, any of us who have been through TBIs over the years, we don't always have access to the fancy gyms. The gymnasiums are often either expensive because of memberships, or they are specific to people who can keep up with the machinery. And if you can't keep up with the machinery, then you're not able to attend or participate. And suffice to say, of course, that is the purpose of each gymnasium. This is true. So, let me begin by showing you. When there is spasticity of an arm, for example, if your hand does unusual things like this, and you have to go out of your way to get the hand to relax, which in some instances does require a little bit of just soothing of the hand, and then it relaxes, such as in this instance. See how it took just a few seconds to relax the hand? That's just called spasticity in my instance. Doctors, depending on what medical school they went to, might call it something different, but my doctors call it spasticity. Now, how have I over the years learned to relax that arm? Well, there's a simple methodology. I take this cane, which is a walking cane for me, which has been pivotal in my ability to maintain mobility, yes. But you can see that what I can do is extend my arm. And these are very simple exercises that you could do. Now, just because one side does something very unusual doesn't mean that the other side does. So what I showed you with the left hand doesn't mean that the right hand does that. My right hand is actually quite fantastic. It's just your typical hand. But because I danced folkloric dancing for 10 years as a child, I've maintained flexibility over the years. Now, I've had frozen shoulder on both shoulders over the years, and I haven't had to go through surgery on either because I have gone through my exercises and I've been able to recover from frozen shoulder because of different falls that I've had. But I can tell you that the recovery has been tremendous because had I not followed through on my exercises, I would not have been able to regain my rotation in my shoulders. Well, it was painful, but I think it would have been very difficult for me to go through the surgeries. My point is, I'm not showing off. I'm not being braggadocious, but I'm telling you this because you have to be able to practice and put yourself through your own stretches. And in doing that, it isn't easy. Give yourself a daily reminder if you need to. How many TBIs have I had? Well, they've been different ones. Some have been more traumatic than others, but over 30 over the years. And as a result, I have to be very realistic on maintaining mobility and what that requires. Sometimes it means, as I said, reminders on doing stretches, but during the hot months of the year, drinking a lot of water is essential because muscles can tighten very quickly. So this is why I showed you that very simple exercise. Now, because that is a walking cane, you have to clean your hands and clean the walking cane as well afterwards, because obviously you likely put it on the floor, you put it in different places, either in a car or lean it on a wall in public. So you always have to maintain good hygiene with everything you use. So I hope this helpful tip has helped you in today's episode of the Digital Electronic World Point Report with your hostess, Margarita. Have a great day.